Timmy, just let me know when you want to start. Perfect. Good evening, Western New York baseball and softball fans. I'm Tom Prince. Welcome to the 4th edition of the Diamond Report. I'm excited. We're going to have another good one this week. I've got some great interviews that we're going to be doing today. The first interview is from the baseball side. I've got Birch Herring Jackson and I got Evan Yandrika. Right now coming, the captains that are from the Iroquois baseball team for the softball side. We're going to have Ashley Gatoka from Dunkirk. She has been on fire this season. 3 consecutive no-hitters she had. She's had a perfect game herself. She has been on fire down in Dunkirk, and we're going to get a chance to talk to her as our interview today, too. Listen, it has been an absolute fantastic week of baseball. I've got to cover so many different games that are out there. And I'll tell you, please take a look at those games either on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter. Go to our website for the links. However you want to watch it, whatever medium you want, you've got the capability of doing it. And I'm going to tell you, we have got some great games. And I'm going to really kick it off with 2 games that we did this week. And they were the Monsignor Martin Finals. Wow. That's all I have to say is, let me say that again. Wow. It was 2 amazing games. Game 1 was Canisius 5, St. Joe's 4. Tommy Lynch throws a complete game, and his off-speed stuff was nasty for the win. He pitched an absolute gem for Canisius in that one. Canisius answers first with a 2-run home run by Justin Hodel. Then again in the 4th with a home run by Vincent Morrow. St. Joe's then answers with a 4 spot in the bottom of the 4th. And that was because of a 3-run homer off the bat of Brendan Busillo. So now you've got it 4-3 St. Joe's leading. Canisius then answers in the 6th inning. In that 6th inning, it was some of the great base running by Victor Mazzara. And he ends up coming around and scoring because of his base running that he was out there doing. Then in the top of the 7th, Canisius gets an opportunity again and gets a home run from Christian Cabrera to absolutely take the lead 5-4 and hold on for the win. Just an unbelievable game. These 2 teams this season played each other 4 times. In those 4 times, it was a 1-run game every single time. Just unbelievable, the matchups here. Then it went game 2. The first game was at St. Joe's. The second game was at Canisius College. And I'll tell you, folks, if you want to see a great game, it's out there right on all our pages. But Canisius wins 14-13 over Joe's. Canisius jumps out to a 9-0 lead. St. Joe's gets 1 in the 3rd. And then the 6th spot in the 4th to bring it to 9-7. Canisius answers in the bottom of the 4th with 4 runs to make it 13-7. Joe's answers with 2 in the 5th. Now it's 13-9. Canisius gets 1 in the 6th to make it 14-9. Proves to be huge as St. Joe's comes up 1 run short with 4 runs in the 7th inning and had a runner on second too. That's how close this was to getting tied up. And the offense was just unbelievable. Christian Cabrera hammered the ball all day for Canisius. He went 3 for 4 with 3 runs scored and an RBI. Tommy Lynch went 2 for 3 with 3 runs scored, 2 RBIs. Jacob Leduca, 3 for 4, 2 RBIs and a run scored. Justin Hodel, 2 for 3, 4 RBIs, run scored. I'm telling you, Justin Hodel, when the lights come on and we have those cameras going, Justin Hodel has stepped up every single game that we've been up at. He has just been absolutely phenomenal in every game that we've covered. And then Drew Podless went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. For St. Joe's, Tristan Wygand, 3 for 4 with 4 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Jeremy Connor goes 2 for 5 with 3 RBIs. Nathan Kasarsa goes 2 for 3 with a run scored. Thomas Zwirecki goes 2 for 5 with an RBI and run scored. Joey Haynes goes 2 for 4 with an RBI and 3 runs scored. And Chris Kasarsa goes 2 for 5 with a run scored. And I'll tell you, folks, great games. Monsignor Martin champion goes to Canisius. Congratulations on a fantastic season, because I'll tell you that St. Joe's team is for real. There's no doubt about it, and you've really stepped up and earned yourself a Monsignor Martin title. So now we're going to get to the rest of our games. We're going to start at Roy Hart. Roy Hart wins 6-5 over Akron. Gavin Boyle goes 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a run scored with 2 doubles. Jack Kladinsky goes 3 for 4, an RBI and 2 runs scored. Jake Mazza goes 2 for 3 with an RBI, and Mitch Holtz has 7 strikeouts on the mound for Akron. We're going to then stay at Akron as they win 10-0 over Barker. Jack Kladinsky goes 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. Mitch Holtz goes 3 for 5 with 3 runs scored and an RBI, and Jake Mazza goes 3 for 4 with an RBI and 2 runs scored. We're going to stay in Akron as Akron wins 21-2 over Barker. Kyle Swift goes 3 for 4 with 5 RBIs and 2 runs scored. Jake Mazza goes 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs and 4 runs scored. River White goes 2 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored. River's great to see you playing some good ball. And then Mitch Holtz, ready for this? 5 base on balls in this game. 5 of them with 3 runs scored. Now we're going to go to Amherst as Amherst wins 10-3 over Star Point. CJ Hurley goes 3 for 4 with an RBI and 3 runs scored. Trevor Tout goes 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs and 2 runs scored. Jack Foster goes 2 for 2 with 3 RBIs. And Gavin Bryans goes 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. We're going to stay at Amherst as they win 16-1 over Star Point. Jack Foster goes 3 for 5 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. Jack Carney goes 3 for 4 with 3 runs scored, 2 RBIs. Aaron Kameo goes 2 for 5 with 5 RBIs, and Gavin Fott goes 2 for 4 with 3 runs scored and 3 RBIs in this one. For Star Point, Tyler Presh goes 2 for 3 for Star Point. We're going to stay at Amherst as they win. Actually, it's a tie, 6-6 with Sweet Home. Grady Brown goes 3 for 4 with an RBI. Jack Foster goes 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs and a run scored. Garen Fott goes 2 for 4 with a run scored, and CJ Hurley goes 2 for 3 with a run scored. For Sweet Home, Jeremy Kozak goes 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and runs scored, and Owen Clements Reagan goes 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored in that one. Now we're going to go over to Gowanda as they win 9-4 over Brockton. I'm going to tell you, I know that we see that Brockton may have been taking some lumps right now in this season with some lopsided scores. This team is very, very young. I'll tell you what Coach is doing down there is really building things back up. He had a huge senior class that went through, and he is now retooling and getting kids back into the game. What he's doing down there is absolutely phenomenal. And I'm going to tell you, it's a young team that's getting better and better and better. And then with a 9-4 score against one of the best teams in this division, unbelievable what they've come around. And I'll tell you, Ryan Laredo in this one actually has to step up in the game, has no idea he's going to pitch to start this game out. The starting pitcher goes out to the mound, and unfortunately his arm was bothering him, so he couldn't pitch. So literally, as he takes the warm-up pitches, they stop, says his arm hurts. They bring Ryan into the game, and Ryan steps up on the mound and absolutely does a fantastic job. And I'm going to tell you, I have one of my new favorite players in Western New York. His name is Donovan St. George. I'm going to tell you, talk about a kid who truly loves the game and enjoyed himself. I've never seen it before, like what this kid did. He played in the outfield. He was the right fielder. And I'm telling you, every time he made a catch, it was infectious on that team. You just got so happy and you got so excited because he was excited. And it just was infectious with that whole team. Donovan, keep that up because that really is something you can't teach. Now, we're going to go over to Gowanda, though. Cole Herman goes 2 for 4 with an RBI. John Ondas goes 2 for 2 with an RBI and 2 runs scored. Blake Herman goes 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. And Drew Shull goes 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs and 2 runs scored in that one. We're going to go to Silver Creek as they win 15-3 over Brockton. Hunter Prinsback goes 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and 3 runs scored. Cade Neubauer goes 2 for 2 with 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored, and has 7 strikeouts on the mound for Silver Creek. For Brockton, Caden Emke goes 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored. We're now going to go to Lancaster as Lancaster wins 5-4 over Clarence. You got it, the quarterback, Jason Manziel, with a walk-off single, 3 for 4, an RBI and 2 runs scored. Jacob Paulus goes 2 for 3. For Clarence, Adam Croft goes 2 for 3 with an RBI and runs scored. And Sean Andrews goes 2 for 3 with an RBI. We're going to stay right there as Clarence wins 9-1 over Lancaster. Travis Onsick goes 2 for 3 with an RBI. Ben Wright goes 2 for 4 with a run scored. And Colin Hand goes 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored. Drew Cole goes the complete game, 4 strikeouts for the win. We're going to stay at Clarence as they win 6-2 over Orchard Park. Ryan Judd goes 2 for 4. Garrett White goes 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs and a run scored. For Orchard Park, Connor Bowman goes 2 for 3, and Matt Armstrong goes 2 for 4 in that one. There's 2 other scores that are between these 2 teams that came in. Clarence also beat Orchard Park 2-0. And then Orchard Park wins 6-1 over Clarence in the other one. We're now going to go to Ellicottville as they win 10-5 over Franklinville. Clayton Rowland goes 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. Caden Wyatt goes 2 for 2 with 3 RBIs and 3 runs scored. And Lucas Marsh has 9 strikeouts on the mound for Ellicottville. For Franklinville, Logan Frank goes 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored. And Matt Peters has 2 RBIs in that one for Franklinville. We're now going to go to Portville as they win 10-0 over Ellicottville. Nathan Petrozak goes 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. Max Yell goes 2 for 2 with an RBI and run scored. And Joe Long goes 2 RBIs with 3 runs scored. Max Yell also 9 strikeouts in just 4 innings pitch. Max, I know what you're doing out there. I'm going to tell you guys, I love this kid. I've seen him play since he was about 9 years old. And everybody knew this was going to be a pitcher that you were going to watch out for in the future, and he's living up to exactly that. He'll be off to West Virginia in his future, and no doubt he is showing why he is one of the top pitchers in Western New York. Max, great job there, buddy. Now we're going to go over to Gowanda as Gowanda wins 6-2 over Randolph. Gavin Phillips goes 3 for 4 with a run scored. John Smuda goes 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored and 2 RBIs. And then for Randolph, Ashton Bushy goes 2 for 3 with an RBI. We're going to go to Dunkirk as they win 8-7 over Gowanda. Alex Ahlstrom goes 2 for 3 with an RBI and run scored. Donovan Lockett goes 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. Phil Messina goes 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs. And Luis Segura goes 2 runs scored. Gowanda gets hits by Gavin Phillips, John Ondas, Tyler Smith, and Maddox Browning in that one. We're now going to go to Frontiers. They win 8-2 over Jamestown. Gavin Borello goes 2 for 2 with a run scored and an RBI. Jeff Pienta goes 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs, and Ken Mack goes 2 for 4 with an RBI. And then Jamestown has Juan Matos goes 2 for 4 with an RBI in that one. We're going to go to Lancasters. They win 6-0 over Jamestown. Jared Volker goes 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored. Billy Morris goes 2 for 4 with an RBI. Jason Manziel again stepping up 2 for 4 with a run scored. And Tyler Walker goes 2 for 4 with an RBI and run scored. Jamestown has hits by Owen Maggio, Juan Matos, Cam Melendez, and Mason Chapman in that one for Jamestown. We're now going to go to Lancasters, stay in Lancasters. They win 9-2 over Jamestown. Billy Morris, 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs and a run scored. Tyler Walker goes 2 for 4 with 3 runs scored. Pat Cole goes 2 for 4 with a run scored. And Marcus Hubby has 2 RBIs in that one. And then for Jamestown, Juan Matos, 3 for 3 with a run scored. And Juan's absolutely been somebody every time we talk about Jamestown has stepped up with the numbers there. We're now going to go to Orchard Park as Orchard Park wins 7-0 over Lewiston Porter. Matt Armstrong goes 2 for 3. Connor Bowman goes 2 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored. Sean Becker, 2 for 3 with an RBI and run scored. And Brandon LaCursi goes 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs in that one. On the mound with a complete game shutout, 1 hitter, 10 strikeouts. Pat Evans comes up big for the Orchard Park team. Pat, fantastic job. Great to see you doing good on the mound. Now we're going to go to Grand Island as they go 6-4 over Newport. Joe Knight goes 2 for 4 with an RBI and run scored. Zach Kramer goes 2 for 3 with an RBI. John Simpson goes 7 strikeouts in 7 innings pitch. For Newport, Nick DiCarlo goes 1 for 3 with 3 RBIs and a home run in that one. We're now going to go to Lockport as Lockport wins 7-3 over Newport. Ben Chanley goes 2 for 3 with an RBI. Ethan Stevens goes 1 for 3 with an RBI and 2 runs scored. For Newport, Nick DiCarlo goes 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored. Jason Winstanley goes 2 for 3, and Adam Coppins goes 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs. We're now going to go to Ken West as they win 10-9 over Newport. Ricky Nicosia singles for the walk-off. He goes 2 for 5 with an RBI. Matt Guglieluzza? Sorry, I butchered that one. I called it all season for basketball. Matt Guglieluzza goes 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs and 3 runs scored. Jairo Santos goes 2 for 5 for 4 RBIs. And Connor Walker goes 2 for 5 and 2 runs scored. Matt, I apologize on that one. Newport, Nick DiCarlo goes 2 for 5 with 3 runs scored, an RBI and home run in that one. Peter Spamini goes 2 for 5 with a run scored and an RBI. And Jack McGrath goes 3 for 5 with a run scored and an RBI. We're going to go to Lockport as they win 3-2 over Ken East. Ben Shanley goes 3 for 4. Hits by Jake Gollenbach, Owen Wary, Jason Green, and Zach Wisniewski in that one for Lockport. Ken East hits by Nate Bova, Patrick Molnar, Aaron Huddleston, and Frankie Manzella are your hits for Ken East. We're now going to go back to Grand Island as they win 6-1 over Lockport. Joe Knight goes 2 for 3 with an RBI and run scored. Dak Dulaginski got 2 runs scored. Braden Willets goes 2 runs scored and an RBI. And Zach Kramer has 9 strikeouts in the win. For Lockport, David Adams goes 2 for 3 with an RBI. And then Ben Shaley, Owen Wary, and Jason Green all had hits in that one for Lockport. We're now going to go to Olean as they win 3-1 over Dunkirk. It was a pitcher's duel in this one as Adam Spencer has 8 strikeouts in the win for Olean. And Javier De Jesus has 10 strikeouts for Dunkirk. And then for Olean, Eric Havens goes 2 for 3 with an RBI. We're going to stay right there at Dunkirk as they win 11-4 over rival Fredonia. Javier De Jesus goes 4 for 4 with 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Phil Messina goes 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs and 3 runs scored. Alex Alstrom goes 2 for 3 with an RBI and 2 runs scored. And Donovan Lockett has 3 RBIs in this one. For Fredonia, Simon Davis goes 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored. And Joey Van Dek goes 2 for 4 with a run scored. We're going to stay right there with Dunkirk as they win 11-1 over Allegheny Limestone. Michael Norton goes 3 for 3 with 5 RBIs and 3 runs scored. Alex Alstrom goes 3 for 3 with 3 runs scored and an RBI. Phil Messina goes 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. And Nick Marcewitz goes 2 for 3 with a run scored. And for Allegheny Limestone, Eric Furlong goes 2 for 2 with a run scored. We're now going to go to Maryville as they win 13-1 over Lakeshore. Austin Prelude goes 3 for 5 with 3 runs scored and 3 RBIs. Hunter Murphy goes 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs and a run scored. Josh Lajanusi goes 2 for 4 with an RBI. Dalton Harper has a home run, 2 RBIs, 3 runs scored. It's the 4th home run of the season right there for Dalton. Carson also has 3 runs scored in that one. And then Dalton Harper also has 9 strikeouts in the win for Maryville. We're now going to stay right there. But this time, Lakeshore wins 9-6 over Maryville. Aiden Stiles goes 2 for 5 with 2 runs scored. Brendan Herring goes 2 for 3 with a run scored. Also has 8 strikeouts on the mound for Lakeshore. Luke Jocelyn goes 2 for 4 with a run scored. Aiden Morrissey goes 2 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI. And Brian Guest goes 1 for 3, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. For Maryville, Dalton Harper goes 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored and 2 RBIs. And Carson Harper also goes 2 for 4 with a run scored. And as you know, we're going to be talking about Iroquois, so let's go right down to Iroquois. Iroquois wins 14-4 over Maryville. Matt Blair goes 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs and 3 runs scored. Owen Stillman goes 2 for 5 with 3 RBIs and a run scored. Evan Yandrika goes 2 for 5, an RBI, 2 runs scored, hits 1 out, has a homer. And Jesse Bobick, another homer right there, 2 RBIs and a run scored. And Sam Stecker goes 2 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI. For Maryville, Carson Harper has a big day, 4 for 4 with 3 runs scored. And Josh Magda goes 1 for 1, but hits 1 out as his one. We're going to go to Portville as they win 10-0 over North Collins. Michael Cole goes 2 for 3 with 3 runs scored and an RBI. Joe Long goes 2 for 3, an RBI, and runs scored for 7 strikeouts. And Tony Puckaber goes 2 for 3 for North Collins in that one. We're now going to go back to Iroquois as they win 5-0 over East Aurora. A combined no-hitter as Joe Bible, Brendan Axelson, and Matt Blair all step up in that one. Joe has 7 strikeouts in that one also. With the sticks, Birch Herring Jackson goes 2 for 4, and Owen Stillman goes 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. We're going to stay right there as Iroquois wins 7-4 over East Aurora. Sam Starker goes 3 for 4, 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored, 2 home runs in that one. 2 home runs. Jesse Bobick goes 2 for 4, 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored, and a home run. Matt Blair goes 2 for 4, and Braden Axelson goes 6 strikeouts on the mound for Iroquois. For East Aurora, Jacob Byron goes 2 for 2, 2 runs scored, an RBI, and a home run. And Andrew Wolarsik goes 2 for 3 for East Aurora. We're going to stay right there for East Aurora as they win 17-6 over Holland. Alex Rumfala goes 2 for 2, 3 runs scored, and an RBI. Raymond Wojcik goes 2 for 3 with 4 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Dylan Austin goes 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs, 3 runs scored. Had a triple in that one. He's got some wheels, I'll tell you this. Dylan, no doubt seeing you step up. It's been great to see some of the numbers you're putting up. And then Jack LaRouche goes 3 RBIs in this one. For Holland, Mike Lewandowski goes 2 for 4 with a run scored and 2 RBIs on that one. And Alex Rumfala also went for 6 strikeouts on the mound. So that's the end of round 1 right there. As we're going to take a quick break, we're going to bring in our guests. As we now are going to be able to talk to 2 of the captains from Iroquois, one of the hottest teams in Western New York. No doubt can't wait to talk to these 2. This is a team that's got it all. It got pitching, it has hitting, it's got power, it's got speed, it's got the hits. I'm going to tell you, this team's for real. Let's next as we talk to Birch Herring Jackson and Evan Yandrika. So we'll talk to you back in a minute.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being. Our passion.
So we are back at the Diamond Report. I have our 2 interviews right here. I got Evan as the far right there. I got Birch right here right next to me. Guys, excited to have you guys. I knew we had to make sure that Iroquois was out here, and I was so glad that you guys were able to come today. Welcome to the Diamond Report.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
So, guys, you know, the one thing I always talk about with teams, right, that really are successful and things go really well, you find out how close-knit those teams really are, right? And I could name a couple of the schools I see it from all the time, right? You're that very close-knit team. So talk about the relationships on this team and how those relationships have helped you guys be successful.
I mean, honestly, it's just a matter of the fact that we want to be together. You know, everybody on the team is close, in school, out of school. We want to be together. Those relationships, sometimes you don't get them with teams. And we got lucky enough where we're a group that loves being together. Everybody's excited to be on the field with each other, and we always have each other's backs. And it's an amazing atmosphere to be around, to be honest with you.
Evan, why do you think, though, that happened? Like, what was the contributing factor you think that caused that?
A lot of it has to do with the travel programs, I think. So growing up, most of us played for the EMW tribe as that travel team, whether it was an age group up or down. We were always together around, practicing together, playing together. I mean, anytime you could be together during the summer, we were together. So It was definitely.
I know the team very well. I had to coach against them very often.
Yeah, no, between the travel programs and a lot of it I think has to do with COVID and missing a year last year is everybody on that diamond knows that you can take nothing for granted because you don't know when you might have a season taken away from you. So especially those seniors, this is their last season and we missed last year. We just want to give it all we have on the field, and I think everybody does, and I think that makes the atmosphere and everybody being together just that much better.
So, Evan, if I remember, there was a game I was coaching at EMW, and I coached against Coach Axelson. Is who I coached against, right?
Okay.
He had one of the teams. If I'm correct, that game you got called down to play in that game.
I don't remember ever being called down.
It was so it may not, but it was a catcher. That's the only reason why I was thinking it could have been you. You guys were obviously doing a great job of, like you talked about, between the age groups right there.
Absolutely.
And I don't mean down. I meant didn't you play up though with an age?
I
so
did.
You came down because you came to the game with spikes because you were playing in high school, and we weren't allowed to wear spikes yet at this point.
I believe that's correct. Now that does ring some bells,
right?
Yeah.
So it was funny that I just remembered that as we started talking, because that EMW tribe, I'll tell you, one of the things that really they stood out with was on the mound.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing where you talked about just the arms galore that were out there for that team, which leads right into my next question, which talk about the make of the team and the strength of some of your teammates, right? So, and then hold off on the pitching, because the next question really is about pitching right there, but that's going to lead into this. But you've got strengths all over this team. Why don't you talk about some of your teammates right there and give the opportunity to get them recognized? Bert, you want to start off on this one?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, from 1 to 9 in the order, and then the depth of the bench guys, it's honestly, that's the word, is depth. We can put anybody anywhere, and we're going to compete with any team in Western New York. I mean, we have a kid, Ty Moran, big hockey player, came out of retirement to play baseball his senior season to be with the guys, and that's part of it, to be with the guys. That's all you want. He's out there getting hits. He's 2 for 4, 500 on the season. He comes off the bench. He does his job, and we all love it. So it's just that type of thing that's going on each and every day at Iroquois that we just love to be around.
Absolutely. A lot of our strengths actually do come from how close we are, and it's tough not to talk about that. But as players, each person wants to be better and wants to be the best version of themselves and to perform the best for the team. And you see a lot of that come to life.
Talk about some of the players. Who are some of the players that we've got to know here in Western New York?
I mean, 2 names that have got to be at the top of anybody's list in Western New York are Cam Fuhr and Owen Silman. Owen Silman, hey, we say he's got the magic stick. I mean, he does.
Yep.
He's got 26 RBIs on the season. He has hit any pitching we've seen, and he's hit it harder than anyone else on the team. Cam Fuhr on the mound is just throwing gas for this area. I mean, you see him on the mound, and it's like our defense is like, hey, maybe we get a couple innings off for once, because he's just blowing it by guys. 30 off speed. He's one of the best in Western New York, no doubt.
Am I correct that he was gunned at 90 in the off season?
More than once.
Yes.
Yes.
So, and you caught it, so you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, Evan, what about anybody else? Anyone else we should know about?
It's hard to single out guys. It really is.
I don't mean to. I mean, even why don't you tell us, go around the field, like give us the kind of your starting 9, what happens per position, so we get an idea a little bit about all the kids over at Iroquois.
Yeah. All you, bro.
All right. So if we had to pick, so we got Bobek at third. He's on my travel team as well. He's a stud over there. I mean, vacuum cleaner. This guy over here at short. Second base is sometimes a flip between a couple guys. They usually split some time. It's mainly been Daly as of recent. He's also a senior. He's solid. He's a good low ball player. At first base, it's always a wash. That's our position where people are flipping in and out of. There's really no starter there, but each one of them can play, and they'd love to be out there. In the outfield, there's Blair in left, Silman in center. Right field's the same way, flipping in and out with whoever's hitting. Coach RJ, our assistant coach, whenever there's a ball hit in the air, it's always we got a guy, and there's no better way to explain it. We always got a guy.
You know, you just alluded to the coaches that you got there. You got some coaches that have some unbelievable experience out there. Absolutely. From your head coach and your assistant coach right there. Talk about your coaches.
Oh, I mean, listen, what Iroquois been through coaching-wise the last couple years, it's been, as you know, it's been an up-and-down ride. But settling with Snooze and Coach RJ on varsity has been an unbelievable godsend for us, because Snooze, the way he knows the game, is unmatched. And RJ, the amount of time and care that he has for not only our players, but everybody and the field too. One thing I'd just like to give a huge shout out to Coach RJ is how much he takes care of our field after games. He's out there at least an hour after the game is done. He's watering the mound. He's watering the batter's boxes. He's tamping everything down with clay to make sure it looks the best it can for us. And that's just, he doesn't have to do that. Nobody says, hey, Coach RJ, can you do this? He does it because he cares enough about the game. And again, Snooze has just been, he's been able to teach us so much and also have fun too. He's a really fun guy. I'm not going to lie. I didn't think he was a super fun guy when I first met him. I thought he was going to be all business. But when you're winning like we are, you're allowed to have some fun. And he's brought a ton of fun to the program along with a lot of knowledge. And it's been great to be around.
Hey, they say some of the best leaders out on the field are what position?
Catcher.
There you go.
Snooze would agree.
I'm sure he would, right? So let's go right into the next question right there. So pitching is obviously what I believe is the real strong suit. Not to say you guys can't hit and all those other things aren't strong, right? But pitching is just unbelievable with you guys. So talk about that pitching staff and how they can win you many games this season. You want to start with this one?
Absolutely. I've never in my entire existence seen this many good pitchers on one team. There's at least 6 or 7 guys that we could throw up there and consider them an ace on any of the teams in Western New York. Starting with Cam and Owen, both of them Cam throws hard, obviously. And then Owen's right up there too, 85, 86. Those are a couple electric arms to start the top of the rotation. And then as you start moving down, you got guys with some of the filthiest off-speed pitches I've ever seen. Axelson, ridiculous curveball.
And he's got some pop on his
he does,
fastball
absolutely,
too.
Absolutely. There is no shortage of velocity and movement in that rotation. And it feels really good as a catcher knowing that it doesn't matter who's up there, we got an out somewhere. It feels good.
That's awesome. Anything you want to add on it?
Yeah, it's just great to be able to see guys getting involved on the mound, a ton of different arms. No need to ever worry about, do we have an arm for this game? We always have an arm. And again, like talking about Braden Axelson, kid's only a sophomore. And he went out, he had a start, he struggled a little bit, few little walks. After the game, was at the field for like half an hour after, working with Snooze. Making sure his mechanics were where they needed to be so that when he went out there next game, he was right where he needed to be, and he was. You mentioned it. He pitched against East Aurora with 6 Ks, right back to where we knew he could be, popping it, and that's just who he is.
That's awesome. So, Ivan, this question is just going to go to you on this one. So you're the catcher for the pitching staff. Talk about how you lead this staff from behind the dish.
These guys, they're a pleasure to work with. Calling pitches and understanding each pitcher individually.
Do you call the game?
90% of it, yes. There's a couple times where Snooze will make some
a certain pitch,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, absolutely. But these guys, they know their way around a game. They know how to pitch instead of just throw. They know how to work hitters in, out, up, down, faking kids out with shake-offs. Anything you could think of. These kids, they understand the game, and it makes my job so much easier. There's no pitch that these kids throw that I don't think will be a strike. It's crazy to be back there and to have that much faith in a pitcher.
Wow. Bert, this one's just for you. Listen, I know you. I've coached with you before, right? So I know that you're a true leader on and off the field. I really do. Talk about how important it is for you to be a leader on this particular team.
Honestly, to be able to be a leader for an amazing group of guys that we have is just I'm just insanely lucky to be able to go to Iroquois and be a part of a program this strong. I know that I'm going to be there and the guys behind me are going to be 100% into the game no matter what. If we're struggling in an inning, I can just be like, guys, listen up. Iroquois baseball, right? And they know exactly what I'm talking about. We go out there, we compete, we play hard, and to be able to lead a group of guys like this to do something special is, I'm just one lucky guy, I guess, because
awesome.
Everybody 1 through 9, like I said, is unbelievable to play with and be with. It's great.
When I got a chance to coach you a little bit with the prospects, during the winters when I was mainly, helping up, of course, Coach Helmbrick is who you have the whole way. But think about this middle infield when you got you over there Trent Rumley over there, and Pagano over there, who now is killing it himself, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that is a crazy infield right there when you look at Western New York. So, Birch, you're off to Vassar is where you're going to go, and you've got a tryout set up for when you get there.
Yeah, for the fall
Okay.
season. Yep. I'm looking to join the team, and I want to keep doing what I love, and I'd love to be able to do it for the next 4 years. So I'm looking forward to that come the fall.
They're crazy if they don't. You haven't called me if they don't. And Evan, you're off to Gannon is where you're going to go, correct?
Yep.
So no doubt, I know you went through a big decision-making process. What made you choose Gannon?
My major of biomedical engineering is very hard to find with also a baseball program, so I was trying to get the best of both in one as I could, and the opportunity lined up with Snooze actually knowing one of their pitching staff coaches, so I got in for a tryout, and it went well, and I really liked the school. So
Awesome. Why Vassar?
I actually was accepted on a full 4-year academic scholarship to attend Vassar, so the decision
Wow.
was almost made for me.
Ah.
But as I got able to look into the school more, I was just unbelievably impressed with how much they care about their students. And it's a beautiful campus as well, so I'm super excited to be able to spend my next 4 years there.
That's awesome. Last question. Talk about the keys to success for Iroquois to win a sectional title.
we got to keep pitching the way we are and keep the bats hot. We had a couple colder games the last 2 games against East Aurora where the bats really took a little while to heat up, and then we got into it. If we can keep everybody into the game and stay competitive, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, I think the keys to success for us is play Iroquois baseball. I don't think that there's any lineup in Western New York that is going to out-hit us. I think we have the hitting, and I think we really do have the pitching staff to take on anybody. And that's just based on what I've seen from the guys that we have. Nobody wants to win as much as the guys we have on the mound, nor the guys we have at the plate. So I think we just keep doing what we're doing. And like Evan said, keep the bats hot, keep the arms popping gloves, and I think we'll be just fine.
Awesome. Guys, I want to say thanks so much for joining me today at the Diamond Report. Thanks for coming in. Wish you guys nothing but success. Can't wait to get a game with you guys. I am going to get a game, right? You know I can't cover a game at your site because you have no signal down at that field.
That's true.
That is true.
I have been to games there before in the past, and I would do tweets, and I would have to walk up the hill just to send the tweet out, right? So to be able to broadcast there is impossible. So it's trying to get you guys in the road in the right place. So I promise we'll get there and make sure we broadcast for a game for you guys. But, hey, thanks for coming in, guys.
Sounds great.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for having
It
us.
was
Have
a
a
great
good one.
experience.
Good luck the rest of the way. We'll all be rooting and watching.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
I love being home.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
I love being home.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
Okay, folks, I know we're running a little bit behind. I'm still in baseball, but we really had a great interview with the captains from Iroquois, Birch Herring Jackson and Evan Yandrika, and really wanted to finish that one out. So I apologize. We are running a little bit behind. We're going to get right into it. North Collins, we're going to go to as North Collins wins 18-13 over Cattaraugus Little Valley. Tony Punkerberg goes 3 for 4, 3 runs scored, 3 RBIs. Derek Ebersol goes 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs, 3 runs scored. Tyler Witowski goes 2 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI. Cattaraugus Little Valley, Ryan Harper goes 2 for 5 with 4 RBIs and a run scored. And Braden Young goes 2 for 2 with 3 RBIs and 2 runs scored. We're going to stay at North Collins as they win 14-4 over Franklinville. Tony Punkerberg goes 2 for 3, 4 RBIs, 2 home runs. Tony, you are on fire right now, no doubt about it. Tyler Witowski goes 2 for 3 with an RBI and run scored. And Aston Kerr goes 1 for 3 with 3 RBIs in that one for North Collins. We're now going to go to Randolph as they win 8-7 over Pine Valley. Isaac Hine goes 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs, 3 runs scored, and a home run in that one for Pine Valley. Bryce Circle goes 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a home run himself. Cameron Hayes goes 2 for 4, and Travis West has a home run, an RBI, and 2 runs scored in that one for Pine Valley. We'll stay at Pine Valley as they win 15-0 over Brockton. George Kruska goes 2 for 3, 3 RBIs, 2 home runs, 2 runs scored, and a home run in that one. Sorry, that's 2 for 3, 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored, and a home run in that one for George Kruska. Bryce Circle goes 2 for 4 with 3 runs scored. Travis West goes 2 for 5 with an RBI and 2 runs scored. Brendan Butcher goes 3 for 3 with 2 runs scored. And Wayne Libby goes 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs and has 6 strikeouts on the mound for Pine Valley. We're now going to go to Pioneer. This one we broadcasted. This was a gem to watch. You can see it on all our pages out on social media. Bryce Hediger for Pioneer has 8 strikeouts and a 1-hitter in the win as Pioneer defeats Depew 3-0 in that one. But on the other side, Luke Kuzmansky was just as good on the other side. He had 10 strikeouts. His off-speed stuff was good on this day. Judd Ellis comes up big for Pioneer with the bat. He goes 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs, and Jake Bunsey goes 1 for 3 with an RBI and runs scored. For the lone hit for Depew, it was Christian Pagano has the lone hit as he breaks up the no-no in the 6th inning for Depew. We're going to stay at Depew as they win 19-4 over Pioneer. Adam Scabetta goes 3 for 3, 7 RBIs, 4 runs scored, and a home run. Christian Pagano goes 1 for 4, 3 runs scored, 3 RBIs, and a home run in that one also. Judd Ellis comes up big still with Pioneer. That bat is hot. Judd has absolutely got a hot bat, and now it stays there as he goes 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs and runs scored. And as a side note, Adam now has 41 career stolen bases. It is a school record. And remember, by the way, he didn't get his junior year and now owns the school record with 41 stolen bases on his career. We're going to go to Star Point as they win 2-1 over Sweet Home. Andrew Hearn goes 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs, a run scored, and a home run, and 8 strikeouts on the mound for Star Point. We're going to stay right there as they win 4-3 over Sweet Home this time. Josh Millville has 7 strikeouts in the win for Star Point. For Sweet Home, Ben Brown goes 3 for 4 with an RBI and run scored, and Zach Crawford goes 2 for 4 in that one for Sweet Home. We're now going to go to Will East as they win 12-0 over Hamburg. We broadcasted this one also as it was from Hamburg, and boy, Cooper Rossano leads the way on the mound. He was unbelievable on the mound and with his bat as he has 8 strikeouts on the mound, then goes 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs and a run scored. Nathan Milk goes 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. Jacob Clowen goes 2 for 3 with a run scored, and Ryan Skidmore goes 2 for 4. And then for Hamburg, Jacob Reese went 2 for 2 in that one. We're going to stay at Will East as they win 6-4 in the next game. Joe Mack goes 1 for 1, 2 runs scored, an RBI, 3 walks, and a home run in that one. Owen Valley goes 1 for 3 with 3 RBIs for Will East. For Hamburg, Evan Chafee goes 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. And Miles Best goes 3 for 4 with an RBI in that one. We're going to stay at Will East as they win 14-9 over Amherst. Joe Mack, 4 for 5, 2 RBIs, 4 runs scored, and a home run in that one. Nathan Milk goes 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. Glenn McClay goes 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. And Aiden Wojciechowski goes 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs and 2 runs scored. For Amherst, Garen Falk goes 2 for 4 with a run scored, 4 RBIs and a home run. Trevor Tout goes 2 for 4 with an RBI and 2 runs scored. CJ Hurley goes 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. And Jack Carney goes 2 for 4 with an RBI for Amherst. We're going to go to Albion as they win 6-1 over Wilson. Amari Jones goes 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored. Javon Jones goes 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored. And Austin Amon goes 2 for 4 with an RBI. Tyler Gibson also has 9 strikeouts in the victory for Albion. We're now going to stay at Wilson as they win 8-2 over Newfane. Noah Yearney goes 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. Mike Miller goes 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. And Luke Atlas goes 2 for 2 with an RBI and 2 runs scored. And Connor Ernst has a complete game victory in that one for Wilson. We're going to stay at Wilson as this time they win 12-3 over Newfane. Mike Miller goes 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs and a run scored. Drew Dable goes 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs and 3 runs scored. Connor Ernst goes 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs and a run scored. And then for Newfane, Hunter Jurek goes 2 for 4. Tyler Odette goes 2 for 4 with an RBI, and Brady Harrington goes 2 for 4 with a run scored in that one for Newfane. We're now going to go to Hamburg as they win 2-1 over Will South. Nolan Hedvern, a complete game victory with 15 strikeouts on the mound. Nolan has a day and gets the win for Hamburg. We're now going to go to Medina as they win 15-2 over Newfane. Brian Fry goes 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. Aiden Paul has 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. And Xander Payne goes 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. And then Aiden Paul has 14 strikeouts in the win for Medina. We're going to stay at Medina as they win 14-1. Zach Fike with 10 strikeouts in the victory also has 4 RBIs and a run scored for himself. And then Alex Duvall goes 2 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI. And Xander Payne goes 2 for 3 with an RBI and 2 runs scored. We're now going to go to North Tonawanda as they win 11-1 over Niagara Falls. Sam Heim goes 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. Ryan Donovan goes 4 for 4 with 4 RBIs, 2 runs scored, and 2 triples in this one. Adam Steingasser goes 2 RBIs, and Zach Krathis goes 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. We're going to stay at North Tonawanda as they win 7-5 over Niagara Wheatfield. Joel Reed goes 2 for 4 with a run scored. Sam Heim goes 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored, and a home run in that one. And Zach Krathis goes 2 for 3 with a run scored. For Niagara Wheatfield, Andrew Stillinger goes 2 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI. And Mark Cohn goes 2 for 4 with an RBI for Niagara Wheatfield. We're now going to go to City Honors. This City Honors wins 13-1. City Honors wins 10-0 over McKinley, is now 13-1. Quinn Mahoney threw a 3-hitter with 7 strikeouts. Connor Kiefer there, a no-hitter over 4 innings in the second game. So, wow. So I apologize. It was 13-1 and then 10-0 because it was 2 games right there. And then City Honors beats Hutch Tech 21-2. Kiefer and Matt Cambria each had 3 hits, 3 runs, and 3 RBIs. And Love Themont added 4 RBIs, and Quinn Mahoney had 3 RBIs for City Honors. We're going to stay right at City Honors as they win 12-0 over South Park. Liam Myers, Nathaniel Gilbert, Dean Tripp, and Quinn Mahoney all had multiple hit games, and Connor Kiefer allowed 1 hit and had 7 strikeouts for City Honors. We're now going to go to Niagara Falls as they win 17-1 over Ken East. Jude Lowry, 3 hits, 3 RBIs. Morgan Zientara, Eden Robbins, Trevor Kennedy all go yard in this one with home runs, and the winning pitcher was Aaron Kiefer for Niagara Falls. We're now going to go to Cleve Hill. As Cleve Hill wins 13-10 over JFK. Andrew Gerber gets the win with 5 strikeouts. Gerber and Stephen Collins homer in this game. Josh LaCourse hit the game-winning double. He goes 3 for 5. Ben Tobin adds 3 hits, and Tanner Best and Justin Rojic each have 2 hits in that one for Cleve Hill. In Frewsburg, they win 8-2 over Westfield. We're going to congratulate Coach on this one, as Coach Jay Grand gets his 200th victory in that one right there. We're now going to go to West Seneca West as they win 8-6 over Roy Hart. Matt Thie gets a W on the mound. Mike Lubecki with the save. Multi-hit games by Max Kohler, Nolan Oliver, and Ryan Vanderlip. Ryan, boy, you are stepping up as a freshman, buddy. It is great to see the way you're hitting the ball and having such success already on the varsity level. Keep it up. I've been watching you since you were 8 years old play, and you've done great ever since. And I'll tell you, there's a home run in this game. Another one I want to recognize. Tyler Janik. Tyler, I know the work you put in. I know what you've been doing in the offseason. Another one I've seen since you've been playing since you were young. Tyler, I know the work that you put in. It is great to hear the blast you have. It's great to hear the success you're having. Keep it up, Tyler. You deserve it, buddy. And now we're going to go to Cleve Hill as they win 5-2 over JFK. Zach Phillips gets a W on the mound with 5 strikeouts, and he added a double. Another Phillips. Boy, that Phillips family is unbelievable coming out of Cleve Hill. You got one right here. It's going to be another one. I'll tell you, this Phillips family are successful when it comes to the sport of baseball. Stephen Collins with a home run and 2 RBIs. Justin Rojic with 2 hits, and Evan Rowe gets the save. We're now going to go to Springville as they win 15-1 over Holland. Hunter Runser goes 3 for 4 with 3 runs scored, 2 RBIs. Dan Commenda goes 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Garrett Walker goes 2 for 3 with 4 runs scored. Keaton Winnuck goes 2 for 4 with 5 RBIs and a run scored. Austin Yetter goes 2 for 5 with 3 RBIs, a run scored, and a home run. And Josh Connors goes 2 for 3 with an RBI and run scored. And Bryce Clothier goes 2 for 3 with an RBI. We're going to go now to Eden as Eden wins 5-4 over Springville. Trevor Masako goes 2 for 3 with a run scored. Brian Latempio goes 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. Noah Brosnick goes 2 for 2 with a run scored. And Drew Cassidy goes 2 for 3 with an RBI. Keaton Winnuck for Springville goes 2 for 4. Austin Boys goes 2 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI. And Austin Yetter goes 2 for 3 for Springville in that one. We're going to go to Will South as they win 15-4 over Will North. Graves goes 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored, 6 RBIs, and a grand slam. Sefarati goes 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Johnson goes 1 for 2 with 4 runs scored, 2 RBIs. And Mitri goes 2 for 2 with a run scored. For North, Max Diamond goes 1 for 2 with an RBI, a run scored, and a home run in that one. We're going to stay at Will North as they win 10-0 over Frontier. Brendan Morse throws a no-hitter with 11 strikeouts in that one for Will North. And Connor Holman, 3 for 3, 3 RBIs, 3 runs scored, and a home run. Noah Port goes 2 for 2, 2 for 4 with a 2 run scored. Parker Murray goes 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. Kyle Finn goes 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. And Max Diamond goes 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. And then our last game is Will North 4, Frontier 3. Parker Murray with a walk-off, 2 for 4, 2 RBIs. Connor Holman goes 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored. And Andrew Damiani goes 2 RBIs. For Frontier, Nick Schultz goes 1 for 3 with an RBI and run scored with the home run in that one. And Tyler Hagee goes 2 for 4, and Shea goes 2 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI in that one. So right there, I know we're behind schedule, folks, but that right there is baseball. We had a great interview. We've got some huge games that happened this week. You got it. You can check them out on all our pages, but I'll tell you, so far, it's been a great season. We have seen the Monsignor Martin titles have been crowned. Canisius for the boys, Mount St. Mary's for the girls. And they had both games were absolute gems. We're going to talk about the girls here shortly. So we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to go into the girls real quick. And then I've got a fantastic interview that's coming up. She's here from Dunkirk, Ashley Gatoka. And I'll tell you, wait till you hear what she's done. She has been unbelievable on the mound for Dunkirk. You're talking about no-hitters. You're talking about a perfect game. 3 consecutive no-hitters. I'm telling you, she is on fire this season, and I can't wait to talk to her. So give us a quick second. We're going to get ready. Time to talk softball.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
We are back. We're on the softball side of the Diamond Report. I'm going to get right into things very quickly right here, as we're going to start with the Monsignor Martin Championships. St. Mary's wins 11-9 over Nardin. St. Mary's comes out with a 2 spot in the top of the first. Then Nardin answers with 1. We go 2-1 after 1. St. Mary's has 7 runs then in the third to take a 9-1 lead. Nardin gets 1 in the bottom of the third to make it 9-2. We go to the fifth, and St. Mary's adds 2 more to make it 11-2. Now, Nardin answers with 5 in the bottom of the fifth. It's now 11-7. Nardin gets 2 in the ninth. It's 11-9. There are bases loaded, no outs, 11-9 right now, St. Mary's. Anna Dovey then strikes out the first 2 and gets a fly out to end the inning for the win. She steps up big time. Think about that. Bases loaded, no outs, a championship on the line, and Dovey answers the call. And it's why she's recognized as the Player of the Year in the Monsignor Martin division. Just an unbelievable season right there. And then I'll tell you, for St. Mary's, Isabella Farina, 3 for 4 with 3 runs scored. Anna Dovey, 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs and 3 runs scored. excuse me, and Alaberti goes 1 for 3 with 3 RBIs, a run scored, and a home run that was an absolute bomb. She hit it right when she hit it. You knew it was gone. It clears the fence, almost clears a second fence, but bounces from one fence over and clears a second fence that goes out into the road. Excuse me, that was just unbelievable bomb. For Nardin, Emily Gordon goes 2 for 4, 7 RBIs, a run scored, a grand slam in this one as she takes her team and puts them on her shoulders to get back in this game. Nardin almost makes the run and finishes a fantastic game. Juliana Verney goes 2 for 2 with a run scored, and Erin Newer goes 2 for 3 with 4 runs scored in this one. We are now going to go to Albion as Albion pitcher Leah Pritchard threw her first career no-hitter in a victory over Newfane. She added it with 10 strikeouts in that one as Newfane wins 17-1. At the plate, they collected 23 hits. Ryan Oles goes 4 for 5 with an RBI. Ryan Dysert goes 3 for 5 with 2 base on balls and 3 RBIs. Allie Knack goes 3 for 5 with 4 RBIs. Leah Pritchard goes 3 for 5 and an RBI. Amani Poole goes 1 for 2 with 3 walks and 3 RBIs. Faith Woody goes 4 for 5, 2 base on balls, 4 RBIs. And Olivia Bieber goes 2 for 5, and then Hannah Hinckley goes 2 for 3 with an RBI. Then they came back. This time, Albion takes on Barker. They're down 5-0 after the first inning and come back and win 10-8. Leah Pritchard records her 100th career strike, and Kenzie Hatman went 4 for 5 with 3 RBIs. Allie Knack goes 1 for 3 with a double, 2 walks, and 3 RBIs. Brian Dessard goes 2 for 3 with an RBI. Amani Poole goes 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Hannah Hinckley goes 2 for 4 with an RBI. And then for Barker, Sydney Luchman had a first inning grand slam. So Sydney Luckman with a huge hit in that one for Barker. We're gonna go to Clarence as they win 9-0 over Frontier. Julianne Bolton steps up again. 20 strikeouts in this one. Ella Pulowski, Ali Green, and Hannah Rosansky all homer in this one for Clarence. We're then going to go to Lancasters. They win 7-1 over Orchard Park. Maddie Bulk goes 7 innings. She matches it with 20 strikeouts herself, no walks, and 1 earned 1 run in that one for Maddie and Lancaster. We're now going to go to Cheektowaga as they win 13-0 over Tonawanda. Adriana Duval goes 3 for 4, 2 RBIs, 2 runs, and a home run in that one. Sarah Domanowski goes 2 for 4, 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored, and 2 home runs in that one for Sarah. Cameron Bodazewski, 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs. Grace Amonte goes 2 for 3 with 2 home runs and a home run. Boy, the ball was flying out of that ballpark. And Isabella Becker goes 6 innings pitched with 11 strikeouts. And Emma Rose-Baraki goes 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs, 1 run scored, and a home run in that one. The home runs were galore for Cheektowaga. And Rebecca Oates goes 5 innings pitched with 7 strikeouts for Tonawanda in that one. We're going to stay at Cheektowaga as they went 4-2 over Depew. Cheektowaga's Emma Rose-Baraki goes 2 for 3. And for Depew, Mia Vanelli goes 2 for 2. Kendi Cotton goes 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. And Jordan Kennick goes 6 innings pitched with 9 strikeouts in that one for Depew. We're going to stay at Cheektowaga as they win 6-0 over East Aurora. Isabella Becker goes 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. Aliciana Oliveira goes 2 for 2. Sarah Domanowski goes 1 for 4 with 3 RBIs, 1 run scored, and a home run. And for East Aurora, Abby Hall goes 2 for 3. We're going to go to Grand Island as they win 14-1 over Ken West. Morgan Tolner goes 2 for 4 with a run scored. Haley Coombs goes 2 for 3 with a run scored. Grace Carey goes 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs and 3 runs scored. And Alex Glemm goes 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs. And Izzy Pesdick goes 1 for 2 with 4 runs scored. We're now going to go to Ken West as they win 17-5 over Tonawanda. Victoria Hatch goes 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs and 2 runs scored. Ella Valente goes 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs, 1 run scored, 5 innings pitched with 9 strikeouts on the mound. And then for Tonawanda, Rebecca Oates goes 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. We're going to stay at Ken West as they go 14-5 over Lewiston Porter. Anna Rose Rowley goes 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs and 3 runs scored. Mariah Sempley goes 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored. Victoria Hatch goes 3 for 5 with 3 RBIs. Olivia Foglia Leffler goes 2 for 4 with a run scored. Laura Cohen goes 3 for 4 and 3 runs scored. Julia Capola goes 1 for 5, 2 RBIs and a run scored. And Ella Valente goes 7 innings pitched and 10 strikeouts for Ken West. For Lewiston Porter, Ava Staub goes 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored. And Megan Galbraith goes 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs in that one for Newport. We're going to go to Williamsville East as they win 9-2 over Amherst. Smith goes 2 for 4 with a run scored. Summer Clark goes 2 for 3. Emily Went goes 2 for 2 with 3 RBIs and 2 runs scored. And for Amherst, Maddie Herdlin goes 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored. Will South wins 9-4 over Amherst. Brianna Dewey goes 2 for 4 with a run scored. Sydney Looki goes 3 for 4 with a run scored. Gia Ganji goes 3 for 3 with 2 runs scored. And Emily Pantera goes 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs and a run scored. For Amherst, Maddie Herdlin goes 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored, and a home run. Amaya Woods goes 2 for 4. Maya Hurley goes 2 for 4. Maddie Gilson goes 2 for 4 in that one for Amherst. We're now going to go to West Seneca West as they win 5-4 over Amherst. And for West Seneca, well, unfortunately, I only got the first names on this one, so I apologize. But Sharon goes 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored. Rachel goes 2 for 3 with a run scored. Kyla goes 1 for 3 with a run scored and a home run. And Emily goes 2 for 4 in that one for West Seneca West. For Amherst, Amaya Woods goes 2 for 4 with a run scored. And Natalie Miller goes 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs in that one. We're now going to go to Grand Island as they win 8-7 over Amherst. Morgan Tollner goes 2 for 5 with a run scored. Haley Coombs goes 2 for 4. Alex Clem goes 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. And Rose Meany goes 2 for 4 with a run scored. For Amherst, Maddie Herdlin goes 2 for 5 with a run scored. Amaya Woods goes 3 for 5 with 3 runs scored. Maya Hurley goes 4 for 4 with 4 RBIs and a run scored. Maddie Gilson goes 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Catherine Jacobia goes 2 for 5. Jane Carney goes 3 for 5 with a run scored. And Paige Natilia goes 2 for 3. We're now going to go for Hamburg, where they win 16-10 over Amherst. Gianna Murillo goes 4 for 5 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. Lydia Strawbridge goes 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored. Peyton Webb goes 3 for 5 with 3 RBIs, and Claire Strack goes 2 for 4 with 4 RBIs, a run scored, and a home run in that one for Hamburg. For Amherst, Amaya Woods goes 2 for 5 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. Maddie Gilson goes 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Maya Hurley goes 4 for 4, 2 RBIs, 3 runs scored. Catherine Jacobia goes 3 for 4, 2 RBIs, a run scored. And Natalie Miller goes 2 for 4 with a run scored in that one. We're going to go to Chautauqua Lake as they win 11-2 over Maple Grove. Olivia Harrington goes 2 for 3 with 3 runs scored. Gemma Waters goes 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs and a run scored. Lucy Gates goes 2 for 2 with 3 runs scored. And Mallory Morrison goes 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. We're going to stay at Chautauqua Lake as they win 12-0 over Maple Grove. And Olivia Harrington goes 2 for 4, 2 RBIs, 5 innings pitched, 11 strikeouts in that one. And Jenna Waters goes 3 for 3 with 2 runs scored. And Hannah Bretz goes 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored. We're now going to go to Westfield as they win 5-0 over Chautauqua Lake. For Westfield, Haley Dello goes 2 for 2, 4 RBIs, 2 runs scored, and a home run in that one for Westfield. We're going to stay at Westfield as they win 5-0 over Frewsburg. Haley Dello goes 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored. Casey Black goes 1 for 1 with a run scored and a home run in that one. We're now going to go to Grand Island as they win 12-0 over Lewiston Porter. Morgan Tollner goes 3 for 5 with a run scored. Izzy Pesdick goes 3 for 4. Haley Coombs goes 4 for 5 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. And Casey Gottler goes 6 innings pitched with 7 strikeouts. We're going to stay in Grand Island as they win 8-1 over Niagara Falls. Morgan Tollner goes 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored. Izzy Pesdick goes 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored. And Grace Carey goes 2 for 4 with a run scored. We're then going to go to Clarence as they win 14-0 over Hamburg. Tessa Byrne goes 2 for 4 with 6 RBIs, a run scored, and a home run. Hannah Rosansky goes 2 for 4 with a run scored. And Julianne Bolton steps it up again as she goes 7 innings for 17 strikeouts. We're going to go to Lancaster as they win 12-0 over Hamburg. Mary Blasik goes 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs and 3 runs scored. And Hannah Rosansky goes 7 innings pitched with 16 strikeouts in that one for Lancaster. Now, our last one. Before we go to our interview, we have Dunkirk we're going to go to where they win 8-0 over Allegheny Limestone, and you got it. Our interview, Ashley Gatoka, goes for a no-hitter, plus she goes 3 for 4, 3 RBIs, and throws for 16 strikeouts in that one for Dunkirk. Jamaldine Pacheco goes 2 for 4 with a run scored. Gina Salerno goes 3 for 4 with a run scored. Rachel Gloniak goes 2 for 3 with a run scored. We're going to stay there at Dunkirk as they win 5-1 over Fredonia. Katoka does it again. 7 innings pitched, 12 strikeouts. For Dunkirk, Summer Clerk goes 2 for 3 with a run scored. And Olivia Corbett goes 2 for 3 with a run scored. And the last one here is we stay at Dunkirk, and they win 4-1 over Southwestern. Katoka does it again. 7 innings pitched, 15 strikeouts. And for Southwestern, Katie Lowe goes 7 innings pitched and 9 strikeouts. So there it is. That's our first round. Before we go to the interview, I've talked about her. I can't wait to bring her in. She's done some special things on the mound already, and I can't wait to talk to her. So we bring in next, right after the break, Ashley Katoka from Dunkirk.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being. Our passion.
We are back. I have got our interview right here, Ashley Katoka. Ashley, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So you may be one of the gems in Western New York that people haven't heard a lot about. And I've been watching these games come in one after another, what you've been doing. And I said, I got to bring her up here. We got to talk to her. Because you've been doing some incredible things down in Dunkirk.
Thank you.
So let's talk. So let's go through some of the questions. So you, like I said, you've been saying it all along on this, just said here, you've been on fire this season, and especially on the mound. 3 consecutive no-hitters. You got a perfect game in there. Right? It's just unbelievable what you've done. What's been the keys to success for you this season?
Well, the last 4 years, really, with travel softball, I've been in Buffalo 5-6 times a week having practice. 4 of the days would be team practices. 3 of those days would be pitching practices as well, and then one of the days would be working with a personal trainer.
Wow. So that was absolutely the keys. So who did you play for when you were coming up here?
I played for New York Inferno for travel.
Okay. And was there somebody specific you were going to for lessons?
I was going to Kara Husband and Hoppy for pitching lessons.
Wow. So you really were taking the time. So this trip up here was something that you're used to doing is what it is, right? So at any point, I'm telling you, during the perfect game, during the no-hitters, do you ever get nervous at all?
No, not really. I just try not to, think about it during the game. I really just, block everything out because I know as soon as I start to think about something, that's when I get in my head and, start to mess up. So during the games, I don't really think about anything. In the perfect game, I didn't even know I was throwing a perfect game till maybe the top of the 7th inning, and then it didn't really set into the last batter.
So you really didn't even know it at all?
No, I saw actually Peyton Ahlstrom jumping up and down behind the thing for the last 3 batters, and then all I see is everybody running at me, and I was like, wait, what just happened? Huh?
In fact, Peyton's the one who got the video of it.
Yeah.
Isn't he? Yeah. That's great. So I could tell you a quick funny story since I got you on here, and I've said this before on air before. So I got a chance to coach a little bit with Alex over the winter. So did you ever see his phone that got all chewed up and busted?
No, but Corey told me about it. He's like, yeah, I think Alex broke his phone when he was with him. I was like, oh.
So I was literally, he asked me to take video of him, right? So I sat just like this with the video, and he hits the foul ball, and it would have hit me directly in the face if it wasn't for his phone, because it hit the phone, and I just literally dropped it, and it deflected the ball from hitting me right in the face.
I think I was actually, at their house that night, and he came home, and he was like, oh, I was like, what? He's like, my phone broke in my game.
Well, again, it was practice. It was just us practicing. I was just getting video of them. So, this little funny story there since we brought those guys up. So, listen, you've decided that you're going to be going to school at the University of Tampa, right? Right now, as you've decided you're going down there for academics, and you may try to walk onto the team right there. What made you choose the University of Tampa?
Well, I've always loved Florida and Tampa especially. We've gone down there multiple times for like vacations and everything. And they're one of the few schools that actually have my major, and they gave me a very good scholarship academic-wise for the next 4 years.
So a very unique major. What are you trying to major in?
Forensic science.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, they actually have a 4-year program there, and like many of the other schools, I would have had to major in like chemistry or biology and take a minor in forensics. But University of Tampa, they have the full 4-year program, and like the professors that they actually have there for forensic science have worked in labs before, or like still work in labs and work on cases.
Wow. So have you reached out to the coach down there and said, hey, listen, I'm coming here no matter what, but will you get a chance to at least see what I can do?
Yeah, while I was down there on the campus tour, I actually met with the coach for a while, and she was like, oh, you've emailed me before. I've heard about your name before. I was like, yeah, I did. She goes, I just couldn't contact you back because we were in that black period because of Corona, that she only really recruited 3 people before she couldn't recruit anymore for my class year. So she's like, oh, yeah, I already had you written down for the walk-on and everything. And we sat down there and talked to each other for a while. And then she showed me the softball field and, like, where they work out and do everything like that.
So there's a good chance you could play down there is what you're saying. And they're Division II, am I correct?
Yeah.
So, I mean, what she should love is if you got a great financial package already, she doesn't have to worry about finances with you, which makes it even better for her. That's awesome. Well, that now it understands why you chose that school. That's a great opportunity. So listen, tell me about the most memorable moment you've had as a high school softball player. So I know you probably have a travel one and also a high school one. So why don't you give me the travel one first, and then we'll end with the high school one.
Okay, so probably for travel, it was when it was first year 16U for me, and we were down at Pony Nationals in Sterling, Virginia, and we won the whole tournament, and we barely had to play any games. The way it works down there is if you like win your first game that day, you don't play anymore that day. So we just kept winning our first game so we wouldn't get tired out. And then it came to the last game, like the last day, and you play a couple games, and we just kept rolling with it and going and going and going and just stayed in the groove, and then we pulled out the win.
Did you pitch?
I did pitch some of the games in there, and then we kind of split like the last game a little bit. It was very exciting.
And then what about your high school one?
For high school, it was 2 years ago going to sectionals. It was the first time in I don't even know how long that our softball teams actually went to sectionals for softball.
Wow. You know, I'm impressed by that answer because you went with a team one. You could have said to me the perfect game, and I would have said, yep, makes total sense. I get that one. But that's awesome. That just shows you that you've got that team mentality, and both your memories were about team concepts. So fabulous job right there. So, okay, what are the pitches that you throw? What pitches that you throw out there that is really differentiate you in the success that you've had? So what do you actually throw?
Well, like I knew I wasn't going to be a fastball pitcher for a few years now. Like I knew I didn't have as much power as the rest of the girls. So I've really focused on my spin like the last 3 years. And so like my screwball has really come a long way, and it's one of my best pitches now that I actually throw. And
so what does it do?
It will start like going down, and it will look like it will come down the center of the plate, and for a right-hand batter, it will curve in towards them at the last second.
And then if it's a lefty, it will
cook
out?
Go away from them.
Wow, okay.
And then I throw like a drop curve and a curve as well. So like they kind of offset each other. So one time I'll go with the screwball and have it curve in, and then the next time I'll have it go with the curve ball, so it will curve out from them. So just like moving their eyes from different levels. And then sometimes I'll throw the rise ball right after that to change their level even more. because mainly I throw the drop curve when I do throw curves. And so that will bring their eyes down, and then the next pitch will go up, so they don't really know what to swing at.
You got some nasty off-speed stuff, huh? That's awesome. Wow, that's good to know. So, okay, my last question. You said is Dunkirk's made a run before, and that was one of your memories, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what are the keys to success for Dunkirk to get to a sectional title?
Well, we've all really started to blend as a team. I think if our fielding and hitting are really there that day, we could really do it. We could pull it together. Like some of the games, our fielding has been there, but it's taken a couple of innings for our batting to come around, and then people get down. But it's really just like staying together as a team, and if someone makes a mistake, oh well, like brush it off. Like next play, move on. Like pick yourself up the next one, or have a teammate pick you up. And don't, like if you make a mistake in fielding, don't really carry it to batting. Like go out there and do your best for batting. Like really, we all just try our best. Like we've played with each other for Little League for some of the years, but we're all different ages. Like 5 of us are seniors. We have like 2 to 3 juniors, and then the rest of our team is sophomores. So we all kind of haven't played with each other that much since Little League. Like some of us have played travel with each other for a few years, but now we just started like blending together, and we keep blending more and more, and we know like, okay, if this person makes a mistake, okay, brush them off, like we got it. And then they usually end up coming in to hit and getting the ball down where we need them to.
That's awesome. Well, listen, no doubt you've been very successful. I can't wait to see how you're going to finish this one off. I know I'm going to be watching. I know all of us in New York's going to be watching, especially when they hear all these different stats that we've been throwing out for you. So and it just seems week after week you do something special. Keep up the good work, because I know you've got some big things in front of you. So thanks again for joining me. We're going to take a quick break as we finish the final recognition for the girls softball.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being. Our passion.
Okay, we are back. Such great interviews today. They've been phenomenal. And we are now going to finish off the recognition for the girls. So we're going to go to Iroquois as they win 4-0 over Sweet Home. Carly Caston goes 3 for 3 with a run scored. Zoe Zinski goes 2 for 4. Alex Chiaramonte goes 3 for 3 with a run scored and a home run. Olivia Bear goes 1 for 4, 2 RBIs, a run scored and a home run. And Maggie Lenda goes 7 innings pitched, 15 strikeouts in that one. Maggie's been having a heck of a season, too. She deserves some big recognition herself. So Iroquois then, we're going to stay there as they win 16-0 over Star Point. Carly Caston goes 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored. Olivia Bear goes 3 for 3 with 2 runs scored. Emily Gordon goes 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. Zoe Zinski goes 2 for 3 with 3 runs scored. And Lenda goes 5 innings pitched with 9 strikeouts in that one for Iroquois. We're going to stay there as Iroquois wins 1-0 over West Seneca East. Gabby Stawicki goes 2 for 3. Alexa Chiaramonte goes 2 for 3, had the game-winning hit in that one. And then Maggie Lenda goes 7-inning pitch with 10 strikeouts. She records her 100th strikeout in that game, her 6th shutout, 3rd in a row for her. Maggie Lenda is another one having a season out there. Lockport wins 12-0 over Ken East. Brianna Delaney goes 5 innings pitched, 12 strikeouts for Lockport in that one. Niagara Wheatfield goes 16-4 over Ken East. Gabby Furch goes 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored. Alana Lysick goes 4 for 4 with 4 RBIs and a run scored. Allison Sitka goes 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored. And Sarah McCune goes 5-inning pitch with 10 strikeouts in that one for Niagara Wheatfield. For Ken East, Emma Stasio goes 1 for 1 with a run scored and a home run in that one for Ken East. We're going to stay there at Ken East as they win 13-11 over Niagara Falls. Jane Riley goes 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs and a run scored. Madison Esmond goes 5 for 5 with 2 RBIs and 3 runs scored. Emma Stasio goes 2 for 4 with 5 RBIs, 2 runs scored and a home run. And Gianna Kaur goes for 9 innings pitched and 8 strikeouts in that one for Ken East. For Niagara Falls, Abby Roser goes 3 for 5, 2 RBIs and 4 runs scored. Kaylee Griffith goes 4 for 6, 3 RBIs and 1 run scored. Nina Livesay goes 4 for 5. Kylie Reeves goes 2 for 5 with a run scored. And Madison Vikic goes 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and 4 runs scored in that one. We're now going to go to Lakeshore as they win 21-0 over Maryvale. Grace DeGroat goes 3 for 5 with 3 runs scored. Abby Haynes goes 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Alyssa Chaplin goes 3 for 5 with 2 runs scored. Gabby Rodriguez goes 2 for 4, 3 RBIs. Shanice Gonzalez goes 4 for 4 with 2 RBIs, 3 runs scored. Kate DiMartino goes 2 for 4, 3 RBIs, 3 runs scored. And Carly Frazier goes 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. Excuse me, in that one for Lakeshore. Lockport wins 18-3 over Newport. Lockport's Iana King goes 2 for 4, 2 RBIs, 3 runs scored. Haley Robinson goes 3 for 4, 4 RBIs, 3 runs scored. Brianna Delaney goes 2 for 2, 4 RBIs, 3 runs scored, a home run, 4 innings pitched, 10 strikeouts. Abby Rice goes 2 for 4, 2 RBIs, a run scored. Cecilia Waters goes 2 for 3. Tatum Green goes 2 for 4 with a run scored. For Lewiston Porter, Ava Staub goes 2 for 2 with a run scored, and Megan Galbraith goes 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs in that one. We're going to go to Clarence as they win 3-1 over Nardin. Bolton goes 2 for 2, 7 innings pitched, 17 strikeouts as she's just having an incredible year for Clarence. And Mary Blasik goes 1 for 4 with an RBI, a run scored, and a home run in that one for Clarence. We're going to go to Will South as they win 6-5 over Nardin. Brianna Dewey goes 2 for 5 with a run scored. MJ Martin goes 2 for 4 with an RBI and 2 runs scored. Sydney Lokoki goes 2 for 3 for 2 RBIs and a run scored. And Marissa Barali goes 1 for 3, 2 RBIs, a run scored, and a home run. For Nardin, Emily Gorman goes 2 for 3, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored, and a home run. I'm telling you, she can hit the ball. We'll put the ball out of the ballpark. And then Nardin wins 10-0 over Nichols as Emily Gorman goes 3 for 4, 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored, and you guessed it, another home run. And Grace Applebaum goes 3 for 3 with 2 runs scored in that one for Nardin. We're now going to go to Niagara Falls as they win 7-6 over North Tonawanda. Jessica Egan goes 2 for 4 with a run scored. Nina Livesay goes 2 for 5 with 3 RBIs. And Chelsea Miller goes 5 innings pitched with 7 strikeouts. North Tonawanda, Isabelle Hooley goes 2 for 5, and Natalie Indres goes 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. We're now going to go to Lockport as they win 11-0 over North Tonawanda. Haley Robinson goes 3 for 4 with 4 RBIs and 3 runs scored. Brianna Delaney goes 3 for 4, 2 runs scored, 7 innings pitched, 14 strikeouts in that one. And then Abby Rice goes 2 for 4, 5 RBIs and a run scored. We're now going to go to Silver Creek as they win 14-2 over Pine Valley. Lookwood goes 2 for 4, 2 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. Hutchison has 7 innings pitched with 14 strikeouts. And for Pine Valley, Lyric Westland goes 2 for 4. Autumn Ellis goes 2 for 3. And Morgan Sandy goes 2 for 3 for Pine Valley in that one. We're now going to go to Randolph as they win 8-6 over Pine Valley. Kyra Pence goes 2 for 2 with 3 runs scored. Abby Mansfield goes 3 for 3, 3 RBIs, 3 runs scored, a home run, 7 innings pitched, and 7 strikeouts. Lavonna Johnson goes 2 for 3, 3 RBIs, and a run scored. And Aliana Bunker goes 2 for 4 for Randolph. For Pine Valley, Madison Cadle goes 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. And Autumn Ellis goes 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored. We're now going to go to Eden as they win 16-0 over Sorry, I missed on who that is. But they win 16-0. Allison Johnson, 3 for 4 with 4 runs scored. Marissa Calloway goes 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs, 3 runs scored. Caitlin Schmitz goes 2 for 3, 2 runs scored, 6 innings pitched, 18 strikeouts in that one. Michelle Barnack goes 2 for 3 with a run scored. Then we're going to go to Will North, as Will North beats Eden 2-0. But for Eden, Caitlin Schmitz, again, big on the mound with 6 innings pitched and 11 strikeouts in that one for Eden. We're going to stay in Eden as they beat Springville. Lydia Kobe, 3 for 4, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Brooke Woodward, 3 for 4, 2 RBIs and a run scored. Marissa Calloway, 2 for 3, 2 RBIs, 3 runs scored, a home run, 5 innings pitched, 9 strikeouts. Caitlin Schmitz goes 3 for 3 with 2 runs scored. Jordan Lahr goes 2 for 3, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Alyssa Johnson goes 2 for 3, 3 RBIs and a run scored. And Evelyn Randolph goes 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored. We're now going to go to Star Point as they win 18-8 over Springville. Gianna Adamo goes 3 for 6, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Morgan Bennett goes 3 for 6, 4 RBIs, 3 runs scored. Anna Solar goes 2 for 3 with a run scored. Mariah Schatz goes 4 for 5 with 3 runs scored. And Tabitha Griggs goes 3 for 4, 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. Lindsey Blount goes 2 for 3, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. And for Springville, Marin Lair goes 2 for 4 with a run scored. We're now going to go to Star Point as they win 7-5 over Sweet Home. Bailey Briggs goes 2 for 3 with a run scored. Anna Solar goes 2 for 3 with a run scored for Sweet Home. Megan Gerber goes 2 for 4 with a run scored. Avery Guam goes 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored. And then Hannah Bradley goes 2 for 4 for Sweet Home in that one. We're now going to Will North as they win 5-0 over West Seneca West. Ailey Bessel goes 2 for 3 with a run scored. Mariah Zwink goes 2 for 2. Danny Stephanie goes 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored, and a home run. Madison Roberto goes 1 for 3, a run scored, a home run, 7 innings pitched, and 7 strikeouts. And Haley Lermer goes 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs, a run scored, and a home run in that one. For West Seneca West, Sarah Coughlin goes 3 for 4. Orchard Park wins 4-3 over West Seneca West. For OP, Julia McMullen goes 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored. For West Seneca West, Sharon Coughlin goes 2 for 3. Emily Cutrona goes 2 for 4 with a run scored. Grace Egan goes 2 for 4 with a run scored. Jacqueline Suplis goes 2 for 3 with a run scored. Alexa Wizard goes 2 for 3. And Ariana Giolia goes 6 innings pitched and 10 strikeouts in that one for West Seneca West. We're now going to go to Will South as they win 5-3 over West Seneca East. Gia Ganji gets 8 innings pitched with 7 strikeouts, and MJ Martin goes 2 for 4 in that one. Haley Sinaim goes 2 for 4 with a run scored for West Seneca East, and Olivia Russ goes 8 innings pitched for 7 strikeouts. We're going to go to Will East as they win 15-0 over Will South. Kirsten Smith, 3 for 5 with 3 RBIs and 3 runs scored. Abby Stelrek goes 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs and 3 runs scored. Summer Clark goes 4 for 4. Ella Wesolowski goes 3 for 5 and a run scored. Emily Wendt goes 3 for 3 with 4 RBIs and 2 runs scored. And Brianna Willett goes 2 for 2 and 2 runs scored. For West Seneca West, Olivia Ruggiero goes 2 for 2 and MJ Martin goes 3 for 3. We're going to stay at Will South as they win 11-2 over Niagara Wheatfield. Bri Dewey goes 2 for 4 and a run scored. Olivia Ruggiero goes 2 for 5 and a run scored. MJ Martin goes 3 for 4, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. And Emily Pantera goes 2 for 2, 2 runs scored. And then for Niagara Falls, Leah Bailey goes 2 for 3. For Niagara Wheatfield, Leah Bailey goes 2 for 3 in that one. We're going to go to Wilson as they win 7-4 over Medina. Isabella Lemke goes 3 for 4 with a run scored. Juliana Leveske goes 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. And Julia Ferry goes 3 for 4, 2 RBIs and a run scored. Miriam Fike goes 2 for 3 and a run scored for Medina. And Paige Atkin goes 3 for 4, 2 RBIs and a run scored for Medina. We're going to stay in Wilson as they win 16-10 over Barker. Isabella Lemke goes 3 for 5, 2 runs scored. Kenzie Bear goes 2 for 5, 2 runs scored. Juliana Leveske goes 3 for 5, 2 RBIs and a run scored. Tori Pollock goes 3 for 5 and a run scored. Ryan Ferry goes 2 for 4, 2 runs scored. Alicia Thompson goes 2 for 5, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Julia Ferry goes 4 for 4, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. And Meg Musel goes 3 for 4 and 3 runs scored in that one. For Barker, Sydney Luckman goes 2 for 2 with 4 runs scored. Lily Monthony goes 2 for 4 with 5 RBIs and 2 runs scored. Rachel Sutter goes 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. And Natalie Brandell goes 2 for 4 in that one. We're going to go to Will East as they win 3-2 over Orchard Park. Freshman Emily Went with the walk-off RBI, scoring Abby Stelreck. Summer Clark gets 10 strikeouts in the win. Elsie Elwood goes 2 for 3 with an RBI, and Abby Stelreck goes 2 for 4 and the game-winning run in that one. We're going to stay at Will East as they win 7-1 over Hamburg. Alexa Pieri gets her first career win with 6 strikeouts. Ella Wazalowski goes 4 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Kirsten Smith goes 3 for 4, and Emily Went goes 1 for 2 and 2 RBIs. We're going to go stay at Will East. We're just going to report a game on this one as Victor wins 1-0 over Will East. The significance of that game is an end of a 37-game win streak for Will East. Just unbelievable what they've accomplished. But Will East, one of the powerhouses when it comes to softball. We're going to go to the last couple right here as Olean wins 20-2 over Allegheny Limestone. McKenna Panico goes 4 for 6, 5 runs scored, 3 RBIs. Haley Federowitz goes 3 for 6, 4 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Jolyn Gibbons goes 3 for 5, 2 RBIs, 3 runs scored. Kylie Anastasia goes 2 for 6, 2 runs scored. Emma Edwards goes 2 for 4, 2 runs scored and an RBI, 7 strikeouts on the mound. Hannah Nelson goes 2 for 5, 2 runs scored and an RBI. And Christine Martin goes 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. For Allegheny Limestone, Mallory Jakubczak goes 2 for 2, and Maddie Straub goes 2 for 3 with an RBI. And the last game we're going to do is Portville 6, Olean 4. For Portville, Mia Weltley goes 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored. Faith Capito goes 2 for 4 with an RBI. Mallory Welty goes 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs. And then for Olean, Jolyn Gibbons goes 3 for 4 with a run scored. And folks, that's the end right there, the Diamond Report for this week. You can see we're really trying to get as many players as I can recognize. We really want the opportunity that both the softball players and the baseball players are getting an opportunity to be recognized, to be heard from, and to make sure that they've got something that they can use and they can carry as they're trying to get on to whatever the next level is, right? They can share things as far as the next level goes. They can say they're being recognized. They can say that there's stuff going on in the media, that they've got recognized in the media. It's their opportunity. You've got it. The Diamond Report is for you. So I hope that it was a longer show. I get that. I apologize. But again, some big interviews that we really wanted to make sure we handle. So I can't wait. I hope we have another fantastic week of baseball because it was a great one this week. And no doubt that we've got another big week coming. We should be putting out hopefully shortly what those games will be. And look forward to seeing you guys out at the softball or baseball field shortly. Have a great week, everybody.